Another Monday and another JoeLumb album review. I am JoeLumb. Feel free to leave a comment, share this video, smash the like button, subscribe to my channel, and click on the notification bell. When a new video is up, you're more than welcome to check it out for yourself. Ever since I reviewed Warren's debut record, Dirty Rotten Filthy Stinkin' Rich, over a month ago, nearly 2 months, I asked myself, when are you going to review Skid Row's debut record? Well, today is the day, because I've been wanting to review Skid Row's self-titled debut all the way back to January of last year, which was the 35th anniversary of its release. Why the fuck did it take me so long? I had other album reviews I wanted to get out the way, first and foremost. Here's how it all came about. In 1986, the first meeting between Dave Sabo, aka Snake, and Rachel Bolan happened in Toms River, New Jersey, at a local guitar store where Snake was working. They shared similar musical influences, and the two started to rehearse together at the garage of Rachel's parents' house. Soon, Scotty Hill, who was a member of Bolan's previous band, joined in, as did an upstate New Yorker and an old acquaintance of Snake named Rob Affuso joined in. Affuso was in a Rush tribute band before aligning with Rachel, Snake, and Scotty. Soon, singer Matt Fallon rounded out the group as its lead singer. Once Skid Row was formed, they started gigging in nightclubs throughout the eastern United States and quickly built a small following. One of Snake's childhood friends, and this had been documented countless times, was John Bon Jovi. They had an agreement back then that if one guy succeeded in the music business, he would help the other one out, which is exactly what John did for Snake. Skid Row managed to catch the attention of Bon Jovi's then manager, Doc McGee, while opening for Bon Jovi on their 1987 Slippery When Wet tour. That was when, at the suggestion of McGee, that they fired Matt Fallon for lacking the drive of the band that was bringing him down. Enter Sebastian Bach. He was in his late teens when he was introduced to the band by the parents of John Bon Jovi, who saw him sing at the wedding of a rock photographer named Mark Weiss. They were soon signed to Atlantic Records in 1988 and started recording their first record at Royal Recorders in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin, with producer Michael Wagner, a producer I talked about when reviewing Warren's Dog Eat Dog several weeks back. This makeshift studio was at the back end of a hotel where the band was staying. They worked according to the schedule that Wagner set up for them. The sessions went smooth as the band rehearsed and performed songs for the past year. Track listing time. All the tracks were written by Snake and Rachel except where noted. Big Guns, which they co-wrote with Scotty and Rob, clocks in at 3:36. Sweet Little Sister clocks in at 3:10. Can't Stand a Heartache, written by Rachel Bolan, clocks in at 3:24. Rachel Bolan also wrote Piece of Me, clocks in at 2:48. 18 in Life clocks in at 3:50. Rattlesnake Shake clocks in at 3:07. Youth Gone Wild clocks in at 3:18. Here I Am clocks in at 3:10. Making a Mess, which Snake and Rachel wrote with Sebastian Bach, clocks in at 3:38. I Remember You clocks in at 5:10. And Midnight Tornado, written by Snake and Matt Fallon, clocks in at 4:17. Skid Row's self-titled debut was released on January 24th, 1989. It received mixed reviews upon its release, but the band toured to support the record, mainly as an opening act for two of the most popular bands of the late 80s, Bon Jovi, of course, and Aerosmith, in 1989 and 1990 respectively. The album peaked at number 6 on the Billboard 200 and went 5 times platinum in the United States, meaning 5 million copies sold, 3 times platinum in Canada, which is 300 grand copies sold. It was also the home country of Sebastian Bach. It was also platinum in Australia, New Zealand, and Japan, and gold in the UK. The album generated 2 top 10 singles, 18 in Life, which was their biggest hit, and the power ballad I Remember You, along with other singles like Youth Gone Wild and Piece of Me. Those 4 singles were accompanied by music videos which got heavily rotation on MTV. Skid Row's debut record became a critical and commercial success. The overall rating for this record is an 8.5 out of 10. According to Canadian journalist Martin Popoff, and I don't doubt this for a minute because he stated that the album was a basic, well-executed corporate metal feast. He praised his fellow Canadian Sebastian Bach for carrying the record and raising the average to something worth reckoning. The album represented a grittier, more street version of hair metal, similar to Appetite for Destruction from Guns N' Roses. Basically, most of the songs of this album I actually liked, other than the 4 singles, Youth Gone Wild, 18 in Life, I Remember You, and Piece of Me. There were also cuts like Big Guns and the album closer Midnight Tornado. That song is criminally underrated in my estimation.